Hello students, welcome back. This is the last lecture of your chapter, The Nationalism in India, and today we are going to see the sense of collective belonging. Alright, so we have already seen everything, all the revolution movement, whatever has been happening. So nationalism spreads when people begin to believe that they are all part of the same nation, when they discover some unity that binds them together. The united struggles for independence helped in building the sense of collective belonging. Additionally, a variety of cultural processes also captured the spirit of nationalism. This is a very known fact that everybody knows that when you feel that you belong to a common thing or commonality you have, then only there is this feeling of nationalism. Otherwise, there is no such feeling. So people have gathered together and now they are having this sense of collective belongingness, that they all are one. So what was happening? The nation depicted an image. So this has been started that the identity of the nation is most often symbolized in a figure or image with which people can identify the nation. So everybody knows this, then that we see a nation as a figure, like we see a nation as Bharat Mata. So we can imagine a lady standing with a flag in with the flag in her hand. So we can see. So the image of Bharat Mata was the pictorial representation of the motherland. As we know that Italy, they call their land as fatherland. In India, we called our land as motherland. Vande Mataram, the national song, was written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay in 1870s, and this was sung during the Swadeshi movement in Bengal. When the Swadeshi movement was going on, this song was sung, and different artists projected their own version of Bharat Mata. So to give this feeling of a sense of collectiveness in everybody, this portrait of Bharat Mata was getting very famous. It was getting very popular, and national songs that was written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, it was also sung during the various movements that were happening in the different parts of the country at that time. So see, these things does a great impact on the mind of people. You can see here we have this Bharat Mata, and then Vande Mataram was the song. And now the famous folklores, many nationalist leaders took help of folk tales to spread the idea of nationalism, and they believed that the folklores are the true culture of our country. They are the true traditional culture. So they took help of the folklores. And then finally a national flag. The national flag which we see today has evolved through various stages. First, the tricolor red, green and yellow was used, and during the Swadeshi movement. Then there were 8 lotuses on it which depicted the 8 provinces of British India. There was a crescent moon on the flag which represented Hindus and Muslims. And then Gandhiji had designed the Swaraj flag by 1921. It was also tricolor red, green and white, and there was a spinning wheel in the center of the flag. So our flag has gone through various stages. And the flag which we have today is the last stage. Now the main important thing, how do we see the history? Like whatever Britishers had written, it is not correct. They have written history from their own point of view. So it was very important for us to reinterpret the history. History is all about interpretation and predictions, right? So now the Indians felt that the British had given a different interpretation of the Indian history. They felt that it was important to reinterpret the history from an Indian perspective. They wanted to glorify the rich past of India so that the Indians could feel proud of their history. Obviously, whatever we see through history. And if we are told that our country was a golden bird, so that is why, because historians have written so. So therefore it was the need of the hour to reinterpret the history in order to glorify our country, not to see it in a very dominant phase, right? So this was all about the chapter. Read the chapter and write the question.